Welcome everybody, and welcome to my first Let's Play and my new Let's Play, Pokemon Emerald. Now, and my name is Cyberfey, and let's begin. Oh, as you can see, I'm playing on an emulator, so I'll be having problem with clock-based events, so if you sometimes see my in-game clock and you see some crazy hours, it's because I left the game open for quite a while. Now, let's start off with the options. By default, they'll put the text speed at medium, but to be honest, you'd really want to have it at fast because, you know, or else you'll end up reading faster and they'll give you the text. And for everything else, we'll pretty much keep it the same, unless we could probably change the frame. Here, I'm in for clouds. Yep, I know. Now, new game. Hi, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Birch, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. And so did the people for the previous two games. This is what we call a Pokemon. No, this is what we call Lotad. Yep. Oh yeah, it is a Pokemon. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. We humans live alongside Pokemon, at times as friendly playmate, and at times as cooperative workmate, aka we'll send Pokemon to fight for us because we're wimps, and sometimes we band together and battle others like us. Yeah, pretty much what I said. But despite our closeness, we don't know everything about Pokemon. In fact, there are many secrets surrounding Pokemons. To unravel Pokemon mystery, I've been undertaking research. So did the previous other two dudes. That's what I do. And you are? Are you a boy or a girl? Well, personally, ever since I was a kid, I've played Pokemon quite a lot. And to be honest, my big brother was the one who most of the time ended up playing the game and passing it for me. But when the Crystal version came out, I decided to buy it for myself and not let my brother play it. So, and because in Crystal version was the first time you had access to a female character, I will be taking a female character. Because that's what I always do. I'm just that creepy. Alright, what's your name? Oh, pretty obvious. My name is the one I'll be using every time I'll be doing LP and they'll be asking my name. And it is Fey. So it's Fey? No, yes it is. Okay. You're Fey who was moving to my hometown of Littleroot. I get it now. Alright, are you ready? Your very own adventure is about to unfold. Take courage and leap into the world of Pokemon where dreams, adventure, and friendship awaits. Wow, that's so cheesy. I'll be expecting you later. Come see me in my Pokemon lab, though. Well, here we start off in a moving van. Yes, the parents are letting their little girl be in a moving van. Now, first you might just want to just get out, but there's like at least one thing that's interesting to notice. The box is printed with a Pokemon logo. It's a Pokemon brand moving and delivery service. Yes, they just delivered a child to its home. Nah, just kidding. And here it's your mom. Faye, we're here, Annie. It must be tiring riding with our tanks in the moving trucks. Yeah, you inconsiderate parent. Well, this is Littleroot Town. How do you like it? This is our new home. It has a quaint feel, but it seems to be an easy place to live in, don't you think? There's only 3 buildings. Seriously. And you get your own room, Faye. Let's go inside. See, Faye? Isn't it nice in here too? The moving Pokemons do all the work of moving us in and cleaning up after. This is so convenient. Faye, your room is upstairs. Go check it out, dear. Dad bought you a new clock to mark or move here. Don't forget to set it. Now, here we regain control of the character, and as you can see, there's Pokemon that are just standing around and moving stuff. Here you have a Pokemon that's watching TV, and those Pokemon are actually, I believe, Vikrots, which is the evolution of Slackwot. And I don't know what happens if you talk to your mom. See, Faye? It's nice here too. Well, Faye, aren't you interested in seeing your very own room? Yeah, you can't get out unless you go to your room. Almost as if she scolded you. Now here, you have a very basic Pokemon room. A carpet, usually you'll be placing some dolls onto that carpet. Here you have a bed. You can't really sleep in it. And here you have a map of the region, and this region is Owen. Fortunately, unlike the previous version, it's not connected with any other region. So yeah, you'll pretty much just be spending your whole time in Owen, but Owen is quite big actually. It's fairly huge. And as you can see, there's a lot of water. And that plays a lot into the story. Mostly if you look over here, Evergrande City, pretty much where the Pokemon League is going to be. Those few islands over there, when you see some islands on the side, mostly if they look somewhat important, usually you'll somewhere near the story you'll be getting there. But anyway, back to the room. Here you have a GameCube, and apparently a Game Boy Advance is connected to it as a controller, which is kind of funny because there isn't that many games which uses the Game Boy Advance as a controller. In fact, if I remember, most of the Pokemon games didn't do that. In fact, yeah. In fact, on GameCube, there's no Pokemon game on GameCube that uses the Game Boy Advance as a controller. Well, mostly for Pokemon games anyway, like Colosseum and DX Shadow. Usually, by connecting your controller, all it does is it allows you to transfer Pokemon to the GameCube Pokemon games. Now here you have a TV. Currently there's nothing, but when you see the TV flashing, usually there'll be something good on the TV. Like you might end up seeing certain events. So looking for places where there's a TV usually is pretty interesting. Here's the clock, but I won't go inside it yet because I'm just that evil. Here you have a book. It pretty much tells you some advice for when to start, like here telling you to open the menu with start button and to save your progress by pressing save, and remaining pages are blank. So pretty much here and save. And look, if you look elsewhere on the menu, you have the bag. You have, well, under your name, it's pretty much your trainer's ID, and you have the option, the exit option. If we look at the bag, what's interesting about the bag compared to other versions is that there's much more. It's better separated, and you know, like here you have the items, basic items like recovery items, holding items, and stuff like that. Here you have your Pokeball ball slots. Here you have your TM and HMs. And here something new to this series, the berries. Berries are fairly interesting because you can find them where there's soil, and you can use berry to grow more berries, which can be quite interesting, and not to mention that your Pokemon can hold them. So it's fairly good to look into it when you're in competitive gaming. And here there's key items. Key items usually lets you move on in the story. You often need them for certain things or side quests. Anyway, and if we look at the bag logo, if you've chosen the male character, you'll have the classic backpack that you hold on your back. But as for her, when you choose the female character, you actually have a belt sort of pack, which looks somewhat stylish and it's pretty interesting too. So afterward, like in most Pokemon games, if you look into the PC, you have the item storage, and usually in the item storage when you start, you have a potion. Although it's not common to every Pokemon game, at least in this one they actually give you a potion. You can also deposit items when you don't feel like you'll be needing them, and you can also discard some items. But personally, I believe that you should pretty much keep all your items, and if you really don't need an item, to just go and sell it. Because Pokédollars, there's only one way to get it, and it's by defeating trainers. So, at time it might become somewhat of a rarity, but usually you don't have that much problem. Afterward, you also have the mailbox. The mailbox isn't really that good. It's usually when you write some mails, and they'll usually save it for you. But you know, mail items are usually quite useless, so it's often better to, so you often won't really need to check the mailbox. And decoration goes back to what I was saying about the carpet. You can decorate your room, but currently we don't have any decoration, so that'll be something I'll be showing later. And now that we've pretty much shown everything in the room, let's go set the clock. The clock has stopped. Better start it. Oh, like I said, this is on the emulator, so it's pretty obvious that for clock-based event, I might have a bit of a hard time showing them, so yeah, the clock's not going to be quite that good. Afterward, let's see, it's about 25, yeah. Yep, it's the correct time and place for this right now. And after that, your mom comes in the room and says, "Faye, how do you like your new room?" And here's my question, where's yours? Good, everything is put away neatly. They finished moving everything in downstairs too. Pokemon movers are so convenient. Oh, you should make sure that everything is all there on your desk. That's usually an end for you to just go check the computer, or, well, to go check the book and the computer too.